give me money, kiss my toes. Don't with your bro.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Minnesota Vikings. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Six yards left on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Mon. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mon looks to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Mon. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
With the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They go play action here. Mon. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
James. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 38, Mond. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. $17-0 our score after 1. Third down from the gun, it's Mond. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Check 24, check
24. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 16, Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Check 55, Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Mike 55, Mike, go.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now James returning. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Vedvik now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mond, and complete right side to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now Mond. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 34.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second and 10. Off the play fake, Mond. Flushed out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mond out of the shotgun. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Mond looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Mike, bye-bye. Hey, smash. Mike, bye-bye. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts flush to his right. Hurts fumbles it, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 1st down, Hurts steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Hurts rolling to his left. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there and in the process picks up the 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They go play action here. Mod. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Being chased, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now, this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Mon going to throw it. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one looks like he'll throw here. Goes right back to Smith again. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mon. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Oh, good move. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.